kind of wanted to segue. I think obviously you and I had worked together at Chicago House. I played under you, an assistant. Talk to me about your experience with Chicago House, living here. Obviously, you went through the good, the bad, and the ugly with the house. You came in as an assistant under CJ when we were in NISA Pro, and then team kind of had their issues. You ended up taking the reins as a head coach when they went Midwest Premier League. Talk to me about just your overall experience and how that's shaped who you are in terms of obviously very similar in terms of being an expansion, brand new team. How does that experience made you who you are today?
That's a long-winded question. I mean, yeah, what an experience. It was such an interesting time. I just come off of being a head coach for 2 years. Before that, I come in working under someone like CJ. He had just come back from being with the U23 national team. Just learned so much from him, learned so much from Guillermo on how to be a good assistant coach, all of that. It was incredible with that. I think I was still trying to figure out somewhat, my coaching voice. And it was obviously a weird situation in certain aspects because half the guys on the team were guys that I trained with in the off season, and you're coming in. I'm not that much different in age than the guys, and how does that look? So there was a lot of learning in that process. I think when I look at it, there's a couple, like from when it was NISA Pro, I learned a lot from CJ. Probably the most important things I learned from him was like the humility in which that man operates, like for what he's done in his career and what his CV is. Like, I have never seen somebody that is as great of just like a human being in the game. And the game is filled with people that are not the best human beings. And I would say from like, he's if not the best, he's up there in top 3 of people I've ever worked with in professional sports. Just no ego, willing to do whatever, willing to work hard for the club in ways that, no one else would notice or recognize or care. I mean, the first 3 weeks we didn't have an equipment manager, and he was taking the laundry home. He was taking laundry home and washing it and setting an alarm throughout the night to change the towels. And I'm like, man, if this dude who has the most appearances for Chicago Fire has been an assistant in like 5 MLS clubs, and he's washing like a rookie in Nisa's underwear at 2 a.m, like
Yeah.
what a coach that's really doing everything he can for the player to succeed. Which was absolutely an incredible learning experience from him on that.
Yeah. I just had like a flashback to the field. I think it was like midsummer, and they hadn't put those like the wolves on the field to fend off the geese, and we were just like laying tackles in the goose poo everywhere. And I just thinking back at that, poor CJ. But yeah, man, the fact that he was doing our laundry was insane. No, I totally, and that's cool. Talk to me about now. You obviously season ends, kind of, I had our situation as a club. You step into the head coaching role, but now you don't have money to play with, and from there you go on this epic run, Open Cup run, losing to the Fire, which was awesome. To make it that far in Open Cup is truly special. It's not just to one game you lose, you're out kind of thing, and to be able to make it that far, I think you guys beat Ford Madison and maybe another USL League One team or somebody of that caliber. Yeah. Talk to me about that run and like what went into that whole stint.
Yeah, so it was crazy. I was like, you know what? I had really gotten, I guess I'd say, fallen in love with the project that was Chicago House. I thought so many players, so many staff had done so much, and I kind of recognized, like, if I don't come back, House is gone. There was nobody around at that time. I had a meeting with AR, obviously one of your teammates, and I was like, listen, man, like, I need you. I need a guy that's been a pro before to be a voice to all these guys. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe we're here 2 weeks, maybe we're here forever, but like, I need your help. And for some foolish reason, he committed to it, and we started building out a roster. And it was kind of the way that I hooked guys was, hey, we're going to operate as a professional club, except that you're not going to get paid. But we're going to have as best we can, every standard we're going to have. So you're going to come in the morning, your gear is going to be laid out, it's going to be washed. We're going to have training 4 or 5 times a week in the morning. You can't have a regular 9 to 5 job because we're going to train like the pros would in the morning. We're gonna have film meetings. We're gonna do all these things to give you as best as possible the chance to go professional.